everyone. My name is Tracy Kantowski, and I'm the Communications Director at the Global Prebiotic Association. Here with me today is Lindsey Morgan and Laurie Scanlin from Ardent Mills, and we're going to have a little conversation about what they have going on at their organization. Hi, Lindsey. Hi, Laurie.
Hello.
Hi, Tracy.
So let us know, can you tell us a little bit about the history of Ardent Mills?
Absolutely. I can take that one. Ardent Mills is the leading flour milling supplier in North America. So US, Canada, and Puerto Rico are where our operations are. We also have an extensive portfolio of specialty grains and plant-based ingredients. And we work with customers across the country. One fun stat about Ardent Mills is we at least believe that about every day, 100 million people in the US are eating a product with Ardent Mills flour or specialty ingredients inside there. So it's a pretty exciting place to work. And also has a really interesting history because in 2014, the major flour milling division of Cargill and of ConAgra were kind of split off from each of those companies and combined together in Ardent Mills with a whole new headquarters in Denver, Colorado. And we became a standalone company that, as I mentioned earlier, is the leading flour milling supplier in North America. And as our own company too, we've been able to really increase a lot of our growth in specialty ingredients as well.
That's great. I love that stat, Lindsey. That's a pretty good one, and one I can tell you guys are very, very proud of. I want to ask you, so I know you have a lot going on, but what about your specific role in the prebiotic space? Laurie, do you have some info on that?
I sure do. I'd love to take a stab at answering that one. Thank you. So our vision at Ardent Mills is to be the trusted partner in nurturing our customers, consumers, and communities through innovative and nutritious grain-based solutions. And prebiotics are a natural fit for innovation in grain-based and other plant-based foods. For example, cereals like wheat, rye, barley, oats, pseudo cereals like quinoa, amaranth, and pulses like chickpea and lentils are all very important sources of dietary fiber, including some soluble fibers that have been shown to have prebiotic activity. Wheat, rye, oats, barley contain low levels of already scientifically established prebiotics such as fructooligosaccharides, FOS, and fructans like inulin, as well as novel prebiotics such as the beta-glucans, resistant starch, and some soluble types of arabinoxylans. So it's very exciting to be in this prebiotic area.
I love that. And I know, Laurie, you in your role are helping lead some of the research that's going on at Ardent Mills. Are there any studies that you're really excited about that are on deck that maybe you're working on or that were just recently released?
Great question. And, it's yes, but it's not just one study. It's, the novel prebiotics that I mentioned and the role in health is an area of emerging science. And the evidence so far indicates positive potential associations between these novel prebiotics and many health-related areas from carbohydrate and lipid metabolism to immune functions, inflammatory-related diseases, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and other health-related conditions. And as more scientific evidence is accumulated, there may be opportunities for more specific health-related product claims such as food and beverages.
That's great. Very exciting. Lindsey, talk to us a little bit about what's up next for Ardent Mills, especially in the prebiotic space.
Sure. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about that. So at Ardent Mills, we spend a good amount of time looking at trends. Since we have such a wide portfolio and so many customers, we want to be able to work with our customers on their own innovation pipelines, our own innovation pipelines. So we've spent a lot of time looking at what's happening in the world, what's growing, and some of our trends that we're really seeing strongly right now are what we call food as medicine and sustainable solutions and what we call well and good, just to name a few. So, really when we think about prebiotics and that space and then the trends that we're continually looking at, we really see prebiotics playing into this food as medicine trend area, where consumers are wanting to have functional foods. So to just enjoy the food that they're going to probably have anyways, but now they'll seek out a more functional version of that. And so what we're really excited about is that, you know, probiotics have been established for a while with consumers. That word is more known by them, but we're seeing a lot more engagement and interest in prebiotics. And probiotics typically die in the baking process for bread. But prebiotics, and as Laurie mentioned, there's all these novel prebiotics that we're studying. Bread can be a great carrier for those. So breads and any kind of grain-based foods. So we're really excited to kind of have this opportunity to help our customers deliver more digestive health and holistic health through food and through grain-based nourishing solutions like we talked about.
That's great. And Lindsey, continuing with you, could you share, like, continuing down the path, what are some of your predictions for the future of the prebiotic market?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I think we're really starting to see consumers getting more educated in this space. I would say this is something that COVID-19 probably heightened a little because they were looking for more functional foods for immunity boosting and continue to do so. That was not a flash in the pan trend. So I think we're going to continue to see education rise with consumers here and awareness of the symbiotic process between prebiotics and probiotics. So we believe that we're going to see consumers seeking out prebiotics more, whether that be through supplements or functional foods. And we believe we're going to start seeing prebiotics in more foods. And we want to be part of that with many of our customers able to bring those solutions to consumers. We also think that right now we have some data that suggests that, you know, I think it's something along the lines of half of consumers want to have better gut health, but only like 35% are actually eating for better gut health. So we think there's a gap there. And therefore, if the industry can work together to create more delicious, affordable, accessible foods and supplements to allow consumers to kind of close that gap, because they sort of know that they want better gut health because they're aware of all of the positives that can bring to them holistically. And we as an industry now, I think, have the chance to step up and make sure that consumers have those right set of offerings.
Great info. How about you, Laurie? What are some of your predictions for the future of the prebiotic market?
Well, it's just so exciting, and I've been personally interested in this. My background is in food science and human nutrition, and the research on prebiotics actually goes back 25 years with FOS and inulin, for example. And now the novel prebiotics, we're really gaining a lot of scientific traction in new research. And many major food companies will likely to be conservative at first because it's a new space to be promoting prebiotics on the front of the label. But as we get more research behind us to support the link between prebiotic and the microbiota and the health and wellness, it's an exciting place to be in this emerging world to contribute to overall health and wellness.
Thanks. Is there anything that maybe I didn't ask you that you'd like to share today? Any other kind of closing thoughts from either one of you?
I also think this prebiotic space is just a natural fit for the emerging world of plant-based foods and the impact to human health.
Great message. How about you, Lindsey? Any closing thoughts?
I would just say that, you know, I'm glad this is becoming such a top of mind conversation because, like Laurie said, I think that we can all play a part in improving health and wellness through kind of that powerful both understanding and awareness with consumers and then offerings so that they can improve their overall health, kind of starting with the gut, if you will.
Thank you. Well, Lindsey, Laurie, thank you both so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to participate in a GPA Member Spotlight. We look forward to continuing this conversation in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.